What's up, dirty cones? Man, must have gotten hot in here last night. Or yesterday. Cody says, what's up? A lot of good questions. Hopefully I got some good answers. So yes, there are combat control videos out there. Give me specifics on what kind of pipeline. I mean, I can ask cones into pipeline. If you get questions, so let me know those questions and I can ask them. Revolution and extremism. Syria. Alright, well, we'll do the Syria one because that's a quicker, and then we'll get the extremism. Whew. So there are PJs. Alright. There's the thing. They're not J's. You're not J'ing out. Whatever. You're a PJ. I am a PJ. They are PJs. Add an S for plural. PJ singular. Don't say J. I think it's just, are we that lazy that we can't even say two letters? We have to go J'ing out. You see, I'll be like, I'm a P. Why? Because I'm too lazy to say PJ. So, I know you're like, dude, you're just an old guy on a rant talking about, you know, it's two letters. It's just not good. I don't like it. So, I don't think it's pure. Pure starts with P, and pararescue starts with P, and it's pure. And God handed it down to the first pararescueman, and there it was. So, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Amen. PJ. There are dudes all over the Middle East right now. Syria is looking pretty bleak. A lot of stuff going on. You know, I hope you guys got their biochem warfare stuff on, and stay safe, because the Russians are using stuff, the Israelis are using stuff, the Syrians are using stuff. Tactical stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. Check it out, it's all over YouTube. Korea, the guy's always a little bit off, but he's supported by the Chinese, so he's not going to go too far. They just like to rattle their sabers, you know. It's a family trait. Plus, I heard an analogy the other day on the media that I was suggesting you guys listen to, and they were saying, you know, you play chicken, you know, I'm facing you, you're facing me, but what do you do when the guy that you're playing chicken with throws the steering wheel out the window and is like, alright, guess that. Although, I think metaphorically, it sounds like, oh yeah, I can only go straight, but I don't know if everybody knows this, but when you're driving your car always kind of veers to one way or the other, so I think it would be harder to hold it. Maybe if he duct taped himself to it, so that way he had no choice but to go, that might be better. Just clear the door shut, filled with water, sharks. Show dedication, you know, make it a little harder. Yeah, so the Syria question was kind of vague too. I was assuming that the question was, are there PJs out there doing PJ stuff? The answer would be yes. So yesterday, it's funny, yesterday I had a conversation with a guy, and I don't remember how he got to, you know, world peace, but, you know, that's my dream of world peace. And he's like, won't happen. Won't happen because you don't believe it'll happen. No, you know, and I said something like, you know, I have a dream, and he was like, you know, and it's very anti my dreams. Like, you know, did you hear Martin Luther King Jr.'s last speech? Yes, I know he was aiming towards more militancy, and he was getting angry. Malcolm X started angry, ended up peaceful. Didn't die peaceful, but he was leaning towards everybody working together, and was starting to, get the clue. Gandhi, I mean, those people got the crap beat out, and they practiced some non-violence all the way to the end. Are those extremes? Yeah. Does extreme work? No. Why? Because most of the time, look at the French Revolution, right? They say the French Revolution was probably the antithesis to the American Revolution, but they said the logical outcome, because ours, they tried to be civil, and it weren't, but they tried. Whereas the French Revolution is just like civility's out the door, or out the window. And it didn't work. Billy Mitchell, everything he spoke was the truth. Have you ever check out the Court Martial Billy Mitchell? You want to get in your Air Force history? I love Billy Mitchell. I think he was amazing and smart and a futurist before the idea of futuring had been invented, which was about a couple weeks ago. There's a TED Talk about a guy who I think the way you long-term plan is too small. It was really good. Like, he's like, we should not be planning 3 to 6 months. We should be planning years, and we should be planning that the good things that you do, or the things that you do in life, actually continue after you're gone, so that it's always making good, so not just in your own lifetime. And I think that's what pararescue is. I think it is the idea of doing bigger and better things than yourself for other people, so that way, because you save that guy or girl, and their children have children, versus whereas if that guy died, there's nothing come from, we lose. That thing about war, we lose a lot of good, DNA. You probably lose a lot of good DNA every day just by, I don't know, texting and driving or whatever, or talking to video cameras. But probably a little bit more during war, and some good people. So extremism, yeah, I think you need some of that sometimes. And for the other guy, for the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, if we want to go so far that the Constitution has already been subverted, we are no longer a republic, we are a democracy, which means we are mob ruled, as evidentiary with the last election, I think. That's all we are, is a giant mob of people, all scared, frightened. Since 9/11, everything we've done has been reactionary, and we need to become actionary and really look long-term. Where are we going? There's a Muslim proverb that says, or an Islamic proverb. It's a proverb. And it says, if you must wait 100 years for revenge, that is not too long. So long-term planners, not like America, where, we're playing checkers, not chess. So, I'm not saying chess, it's not always the funnest game. There are rules and, but things like that. Use your brain. Evolution. Right? We gotta fix this mess, man. It's fixable. So back to, so I'm telling you, he's like, no, we can't do it. We can do it. Everything is possible if you will it. It takes a lot of willpower, and it's going to take a lot of us. But, if you want to be a PJ, you can do it. You want to walk on water, you can do it. You want to fly in the sky. Speaking of, so I went and took the kids on Sunday to see really like, alright, so suspend all belief in reality when you walk into a movie theater. I think real movies should be real, and I think that other movies, you know, like Hong Kong action flicks from John Woo from the 80s, totally not real. But that's okay, because, you know, you want to, movies like books are supposed to take you places. No, do not. God dang it. Yeah, just because you got a trailer. Alright, we're good. Alright, so old people. And I say that as an old person myself, so it's okay. I can talk crap about them. Poor Cody, he's like, dude, it's warm in here. Yeah, so everything is possible. You just gotta believe it, and you make it happen. And you know, I have a belief that world peace is really that easy. Like, we are 30 seconds away from world peace, but this is what everybody has to do. Everybody just needs to pull their own weight, right? Pull your own weight, learn to work together as a team, and what couldn't we accomplish, you know, in this lifetime and the many other lifetimes? You know, we need less oil, you know, and that's not just a hippie thing. It's like, okay, scientific people, where does oil come from? How much oil is left? Do you think it was put in the planet for a reason other than to drive our cars? So when you take all the oil, what is going to happen? And when you burn all that oil and it goes up into the ozone, or, you know, what's left of the ozone, you don't have to believe all of global warming. You don't have to believe all of the anti-global warming people. But you got to understand that we are doing stuff. You know, action, reaction, you can't not see it. So, I don't know. Nothing is black and white. Well, I'm sure there's some things, can't never say, never, ever, never, always. But majority of things are gray. There are gray areas. There are good cops, bad cops. There are good people, bad people. There are serial killers, not serial killers, you know. You know what I'm talking about for black and white stuff. The rest of it is pretty much gray. Good, bad, boom. So, somebody was, a friend of mine was like, "Do you just ramble?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, don't you remember when I was an instructor, I just would, you know, say things like, yeah, but now you have a whole video of me." I'm like, well, you know, it's better than talking to myself. And he laughed. I laughed. It's good to have friends, and he who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at, so don't stop laughing. So real quick, it's a plug. July 7th through the 10th, I will be in, so will two other pipe-hitting cone killers with me at Scott Air Force Base in Illinois. It's by St. Louis. We're going to kill some cones. 7 to 10 July. It's going to be a great time. Hit up the guys on Cone Fit. For Scott Air Force Base. They're the original Cone Fit. They made the group and I named it. So it's their group, but I came up with the name. Hope you guys are awesome. Train hard. Maybe I'll do a continuation later. I don't know. We'll see. I think I captured what I was trying to say. Extremism is good but bad, but also bad but good. I'm a firm believer in stay casual, right? It's from a movie called Big Wednesday. One of my favorite movies was the comment that a character named Wax would say, stay casual. But casual was never like totally me. So like I was either casually aggressive or aggressively casual. But I needed the hint of violence in there. I just, who I am, what I am, I don't know. So yeah. So, you know, everything, I am an extremist but only in thought, in action, and purpose. You must not be extreme, but to survive pararescue, to survive this world, you gotta be a fighter. Life is a UFC extreme fighting championship kind of event, mixed with an ultra marathon, mixed with a barroom brawl gone bad. So, hope everything's good for you guys, and we'll chat later. Yeah.